this journey of learning is just getting better and better for me. So like many of the other weeks, I had an opportunity this week to glean so much from two individuals who are at a place where I would like to be. These two people shared their journey. They shared things that they have learned throughout their journey, and they also shared things that they would do today, since times are now different from when they first started. And this just sparked so much thinking as far as my own journey. So there are two things that I pretty much gleaned from their presentation, or the session that they shared this week. One was growth. And then secondly, relates to growth, but it's about the rate of growth. So I'll just start with growth. Growth is one of those things where we want to grow, we want to be better, we want to improve. And I don't think that we really think about positioning ourselves so that we can grow. And when I talk about positioning, I mean being in the company or the presence of others who will encourage our growth and who will also stretch us. So it's one thing to be with a group of people who encourage you. So they may have their pom-poms, they might be cheering you on, and that's great because we all need that level of support. And sometimes that feels good, but if we have so much of that, sometimes there might be a level of comfort, and it could actually have the opposite effect. So another component of that, or being in the right group, would be those same people also need to have the ability or have that capacity with that group to stretch our thinking. So whether they're asking us questions, and in some cases it might be uncomfortable, but if you've heard, just like I have, uncomfortability provides us with opportunities to grow. It might not always feel good, okay, because stretching sometimes does not feel good, especially when we're being stretched to an unknown, or we're being stretched far beyond a point that we haven't gone before. So that's one of the things that I learned from this week is growth is essential, but growth only takes place when we're in the company of people who can encourage us, support us, and also stretch us. Something else that I realized was about the rate of growth. So as one of our guest presenters shared, I was just marveling at her body of work, or I was marveling at just the fruit that she was producing in her business. And so I wondered, okay, how do you even accomplish all of this? And so what I got from her response was, productivity happens over time. So in other words, I need to trust the process. It doesn't all happen overnight. So growth that is slow in some cases and steady is more sustainable. So it's one thing to have success overnight and then quickly lose it, versus a marked time of learning, growing, walking through the process, coming into a known where I can truly serve in the way that I'm meant to serve. Because when I do that, that's going to help more people, and that's going to add value to people's lives. So again, this week was just one in which I'm so overjoyed in terms of what I've learned. I'm just so grateful in terms of the opportunities to listen, the opportunity to glean from those who have walked the path that I am now walking. So grateful for growth. I'm grateful for the opportunity to grow.